Hello and welcome back to the channel. In the previous episodes we've been making these green oak braces that you see behind me. Batched them out, made a couple of jigs to make them, then made some jigs to start tenoning the ends of these posts. So we've got I think 13 upright posts that needs a tenon on the end and then a long mortise down one or two sides depending on the location within the green oak framing. Here's the first one that I've done that I'm walking you through with these last few videos. And in the last episode we got up to the point of the mortise going together. So in this episode we're going to be looking at doing the drawbore dowels, or the pegs that knock into the tenon through the mortise and pull the joint together nice and tightly. Here's a little clip of the SketchUp drawing of the oak framing that we're going to be making over the next couple of weeks. So if you enjoy your framing or your oak framing, green oak timber work, then yeah, definitely hit the subscribe button because there's going to be plenty of it over the coming weeks. Right, before I go any further, I've got to figure out what size holes I'm going to need for the pegs that they've sent.
So here's the bag of pegs.
And go and find out what size drill bit we need. So these pegs are tapered from start to finish. So my experience of hammering a peg through a tenon that's slightly offset to draw, like a drawbore peg, is that once the peg has drawn the tenon through on the opposite side, so the back edge, the side that you're not driving in from, the peg goes really like malformed and smaller. Even with a tapered peg, it's going to be even smaller. So if I drill the same size hole all the way through, then bash that peg all the way through, the back edge is going to have a gappy peg in it. So what I've done in the past, and works quite well, is to drive the peg in so it goes through the tenon to somewhere like that, cut the peg off there, and then the hole I drill through everything suits the peg at like this size here. So the peg will be tight in the oak in the entry hole at that position, and then when you cut it off, the piece that you cut off is again getting slightly bigger, and you can take that part and drive it in from the other direction in the other side, so you get a tight looking peg both sides. Holds the joint and get together nicely. You know, it's in this side of the oak by a good inch and a half there, 38mm, and will hold the peg in because it's nice and tight in the hole this side. So I've got to find a drill bit that suits a peg at roughly that length into the piece of timber. So I'll just measure all these pegs, make sure they are sort of an even thickness, then find a drill bit that suits. 18.5mm. Let's try the 19. I'd like to make a jig for drilling them square on the pillar drill. Want the centre of these pegs roughly 30mm from the edge of the timber. So space them at 120, 200, 140, which is the spacing for all my dowels on all of the different tenons. I've drilled it on the pillar drill to give me a nice square hole, so I can clamp this piece of wood to my beam and then start the hole into the timber nice and square every time. Should be perfect. Kiln dried dowels with green oak timbers. The two should sort of expand and shrink to form a really nice tight fit. Perfect. Slot that in there. It's a stunning fit, that. Just going to use the drill bit backwards to mark the centre point. Then you want to drill about 4 or 5 mil closer to the shoulder from them lines. Actually nice and square. Give that a test. It's beautiful. Lovely. That will be perfect. Quickly before it sets. Then dowels swell up, so I'll never get them out. Need some steel bars that size, really. There we go. Labelled the tenon up. So this post is post 5, and I'm going to put the same labelling on the brace as well. I'll just put some chisel marks in this. In case this writing gets washed off or whatever. So we know that's post 5, and I know that A is going to be on the left of it, B is going to be on the right of it.